What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the best women's boxing show, period. I am Cynthia Conte and my lovely, sexy co-host with the mane once again. Oh, look at
her! Party over here, not over there.
Her name is Jeandra LeBeauf.
And my name too. I'm Jeandra LeBeauf. What's up, everybody?
I know, she was so excited to show off her mane. She's feeling good. She just came back from one of a great foundation, charity foundation, Sugar Ray's.
Exactly. It was a terrific event. Every year they do this. Sugar Ray Leonard raises money for pediatric diabetes programs to help people to be active and embrace a healthy lifestyle. Sugar Ray is like the ageless wonder. He looks incredible.
So good.
He does not. That's the real Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah.
Like for real, for real. Sugar Ray looks great, and it was a real festive event. Lots of people. There was some fights taking place, and it was super fun. I had a ball. Shout out to the WBC and Nancy.
Woo!
They awarded Nick Jonas with a belt for some philanthropic efforts he's doing with the foundation.
Oh,
and
that's
it was
good. I
dope.
saw that on your stories, and I didn't know what Nick Jonas was doing, but that's awesome. Good. You know what? Every year, Sugar Ray raises so much money, and a lot of celebrities and just a lot of people come out. And also, there are fights that actually do happen. So I'm so sad I didn't get to go this year.
I know. And
I'll be there.
It's a testament to him, too, that he's able to get people to open their wallets in a time where it's very, very challenging for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But people love Sugar Ray. Like, the reaction to him, even from his other peers, Bernard Hopkins was there, Oscar was there. And, I mean, it was just lovely. It was really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, I saw you had a great time.
I had a ball. I was doing the most.
She had a great time yesterday night, but thank you for coming in. You were able to make your flight.
I made my plane. I made it.
I know, but I do want to do a shout out. I got this sexy fit from Kronk Gym, the original in Michigan. It's so cool, like Kronk Boxing. If y'all don't know, you don't know, then shit.
They ain't no real boxing fans if they don't know what the Kronk Gym is.
Yeah, her, like, they all came out of there. You got, who is it? Sugar Hill. I'm like, Shirtless Sugar Hill. That should be his name.
That's her name.
You know
Shirtless
what?
Sugar Hill.
Yeah, Shirtless Sugar Hill. But yeah, I know these are sold out, but they are so comfy and they're so lightweight, but make sure you guys check them out. And we're going to have,
cute.
They're actually gifting us some original pictures to put in our beautiful studio. So thank you again, Kronk Gym. Thank you, John. But I know that we talked about a couple things real fast. We know that Tyson, Floyd had his exhibition fight. Simple. He made money. He talked to his opponent, as always, held the ring card. I mean, he didn't make history by doing the fight on top of or on top of the tallest building, but because there was a sandstorm, and then also the president sadly passed away. Yes. But he still was able to get a massive payday.
Massive payday. It reminded me of that episode of Martin, for a shout out to my old heads out there who like Martin, where Martin fought Tommy Hearns, I think, on the episode, and Tommy Hearns jacked him up. That's what Floyd's fight against the guy looked like. It was to the point Floyd was walking around in the ring. He was holding the ring cards himself. So, cut us in. Let the best women's boxing show fly us to Dubai. And let us do the ringside commentary for it, Floyd.
You know, why not?
I think we look hot.
Oh, my God, yes.
We look hot.
That sand. Woo,
yes, period.
Woo. And then also, what else was going on? Oh, Canelo Triple G3 is officially announced. Can't really say. I don't know if it's out yet, where it actually is, but I know. I can't really say.
We know,
but we will be there.
Exactly. We know something you don't.
Yeah, so I want to know, once this video comes out, we want to know your predictions. Do you think Canelo has it, since now he's in his prime, do you think he'll be able to knock out Gennady Golovkin? Or is Gennady too old?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of people say he didn't look that good against Murata, but he's still a dangerous force.
He's always a dangerous force. You know, I always wonder now what the relationship is between the two of them, because they had so much animus.
They don't like each other.
And this time, it's quiet. It's like they're like, fuck it. Fucking fight.
Well, I mean,
that's what it looked like.
I mean, based on everyone, there was a poll that was put out, and I remember seeing it on press row for Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, Canelo 2. Most of press row, majority had it a draw or giving it to Gennady. I gave it to, obviously, it was the same, either a Gennady or a draw, but I wasn't on press row because I actually worked the fight. That was the very first time Jessica Rosales and I, 2 females, led a mega fight. I know, we missed Jess. We got to have her on.
For real.
Where we did the whole fight for these fans and on ESPN.
You did so good.
I was so nervous. I was nervous as fuck, y'all.
You did a good job. You did a great job.
But you know, and when Canelo was announced, and I know y'all Canelo fans are gonna get mad, but it is what it is.
It is.
But now it's just like, is this fight a little too late? We don't know.
We don't know. What versions will we see? We know Canelo is fresh, but now Canelo is coming off a defeat, so that puts him in a unique position. Gennady hasn't had the opportunity to fight as often as he would like due to the pandemic and other factors. So what version of this grudge match, what does this grudge match even look like at this point?
But the good thing about this is that Gennady does not have to go to 160 pounds. It's at 168. So those are all for Canelo's belts.
Oh, I didn't know that. I missed. Oh, yeah. Well, I was naive to think
because
that
Canelo said, "I'm not going back down."
I know that's
and
right.
for Gennady, he doesn't have to drain down to 160 because it's not like he has to. They don't have to lose weight. They're always at. They can fight like the next day if they honestly wanted, or within that week. So the power will be able to be sustained by both of them by not draining down to 160. So I think, you know, a lot of people say they don't care about this fight, but y'all know you really do care.
They care.
It's gonna watch. That's gonna do. Honestly, I think it's gonna do 1 million buys.
Yeah.
Okay, close. Maybe like 750.
It's gonna. People are gonna watch for sure. For sure.
I mean, this is like minus team stream for people who are just streaming. Yes. Depends on how much they price this too.
Yeah, it's probably going to be something like $79.95. Are you guys willing to pay $79.95 for a high def Canelo versus Triple G? Drop it in the comments.
Plus the DAZN subscription.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you got to be a DAZN. So how does that even work? Because I might be telling on myself, but so if you if you're a DAZN subscriber and you're paying for the subscription,
$20, or you're already grandfathered in for like $120 or $100, whatever.
So what if you're not a DAZN subscriber and you only want the pay-per-view?
You have to be a DAZN subscriber for the $20. They don't do it for $4.99 anymore. You have to be subscribed for $19.99 for the month in order to get the fight. If you're legally doing that, I'm not saying stream it, but I'm just giving the facts of what it's to be paid if you were to be a DAZN subscriber to get these fights, and along if you're going to be looking for the Usyk Joshua fight and all those other big fights.
I was legally watching it. At someone else's house.
Me too. Me too.
Yes.
Anyways, all right. So enough of that because we got a great guest. We are very excited. We're really sad that she was not able to come in.
I know.
But you know what?
Damn Charlos.
I know. Damn it. But she's a character. She is kind of like my spirit animal.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
You know what? My favorite, Mike Tyson behind me.
Exactly.
My favorite color is pink. We got Pink Tyson. We have Kalia Pink Tyson Karuni. She is not in the house, but she's on Zoom right now. And she has a Hello Kitty. Yay! She has my favorite right now. Oh my God. You have no idea. If you only saw what my backpack looks like, it's a sparkle, it's glitterati backpack. Everything is Hello Kitty. My snowboarding, my earmuffs are everything. I sleep in Hello Kitty pajamas. So when I saw you, we saw your Instagram. You have a Hello Kitty motorcycle, not a bike, a motorcycle.
Yes.
But
1,000.
Yeah, and then so people just call you Pink Tyson, right? And I know that you're in Miami right now. So if you're in Miami, and I think possibly, are you going to be fighting soon? Is that why?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just throwing that out there to see if that's true. But there's so much. Yeah. I mean, like looking at her images, I'm just like in awe. Your ring outfits. I was just telling Jeandra, you wear feathers, you wear Hello Kitty, your weigh-ins, you bring out a Hello Kitty and this doll. It's a little. I have to be honest, Pink. Yeah. When you carry out the blonde doll, it's a little creepy, but the Hello Kitty, I'm all good with.
So tell me this. I'm I admire the pink motorcycle. But how many times are you warned about riding a motorcycle? Because
Yeah.
that's very dangerous for professional boxers, historically, boxers and motorcycles. So,
Yes.
how
But do
often are
you
you
know,
riding it?
I ride all the time. Just before my fights, 1 month before I stop to drive, just to careful. But either way, I don't drive in a car. I am more dangerous with a car. Maybe they are the other must careful me. I'm not very good driver with a car.
You drive a pink
Yes.
Bentley, right?
No, GSXR, being GSXR
Mm.
is Suzuki, my motorbike, 1000 cc.
Oh, I mean, geez, aren't you? Doesn't
Is a
that
killer.
honestly? Yeah, but doesn't that? I mean, I know that you like to live, dangerous and crazy, but doesn't that kind of worry you sometimes on a motorcycle and you are a fighter? Just saying.
Cynthia, I am professional boxer. What the fuck we discuss now? If I was normal, I do other job. Who normal girl or boy pick as a job the professional boxing?
Yeah.
When if I was a normal, I pick to be a teacher or secretary or something normal. Professional boxing, especially for a girl, that means you have something unnormal.
I love how she called me out, Cynthia.
Okay, she was about to let you have it.
Yeah, it's like period.
Okay. So, okay, with that, being a professional boxer from Greece, how did you even land there? What did your family think about it? How did becoming a boxing or a female boxer even start for you?
Okay, first, it's not just from Greece, it's from Sparta in Greece.
Oh, Sparta!
That means, that gives different options. It's not just a Greek, it's a Spartana.
Mm-hmm.
For my family, it's not something unusual because we grown up and we be ready, the children, always to be like a war. We train, we know wrestling, we know boxing. After the school, we have always 3 hours, and it's like we'll be in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Just for us and my family, it's not something unusual. It's more unusual for my family, the Hello Kitty, the pink, and all that stuff, than the fights.
So, since you are holding Hello Kitty and you are donned in pink,
Yeah.
when did this all start? Did you always love Hello Kitty and pink and anything sparkly when you were young, or did that come on in at a later age after you started boxing?
No, from little girl, I was very opposite as a personality. You see me with a pink and Hello Kitty, and the same time you see me to fight boys in the streets. My mom asked when I was teenager if I have a bipolar disorder, but my psychiatrist tell no, just I'm a unique person and I bring everything in balance. Just my my style is a little unusual, and do you know? And myself tired me sometimes because if you see me in my personal life, I'm very polite, very emotional. I cry very easy. I'm very shy,
Mm-hmm.
but I transform when I box or when I have all the press conference and way things. If you see me in my personal life, I'm very conservative how I dress. But in my boxing, all that stuff, it's something different. I am Pink Tyson. Pink Tyson with Kalia, it's two different people.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have two brothers.
Do they box at all?
No, they know wrestling. They was champions in wrestling as I am. I am world champion in K1. I'm European champion in wrestling. Also, my brothers, we know all the sports, especially the martial arts. Just me, I picked to do something more just a hobby or the mentality, the Sparta mentality. I did that more as a job now.
That's so funny that having two brothers, they were wrestlers, and she was also a wrestler, and then you ended up going into the most brutal sport out of your brothers. But that's awesome. We love that,
That's
and you bring
super
a nice
awesome.
like feminine flair with it.
We need that. We need all varieties of women representing for the
Of
sport.
course.
By being a champion wrestler, why not go into MMA? Why was
I will
boxing
go.
the call
I
for
will
you?
go this year. I will go this year. Just now, I have. Can I talk? I
You
tell
can
you.
talk
Look,
whatever you want. Go
okay,
ahead.
8th July, I fight for WBC super featherweight world title silver. And hopefully, I tell my coach, no, if when I win, you understand, I go for the girls, they have the titles in my division. I like to do one step every time. I don't like to talk a lot. I like to show things as your action speaks louder. But for sure, as I told you, I'm world champion in K1. I have two world titles in the boxing. But of course, when you be WBC world champion, you get the respect of the boxing world. For that reason, yes, my plan is to be at MMA world champion. But I like one step every time. I don't like just to be, I do that. I like, training a lot. And with my team, we do the right plans. And now I look only at July. It's a big fight for me. And you can understand as girls, as you have interviewed before, they are in my division, is the more popular division. And yes, I like to challenge the girls. And when I clear my division, and my biggest goal, I want to be a disputed champion in my division. After, yes, I do Barking Knuckle at MMA debut, I think this year.
So when you look at the champions in your division, you're super featherweight. When you look at the champions right now, who do you think is the easiest fight for you?
Do you know, in this level, will be disrespect to tell easy fight. All the girls, Alicia Backmarner, Michaela Mayer, any girl, I give my respect, and they have do great job. That don't means I scared, but that don't means I look them like it's easy. I don't like to talk shit. I prefer to make them look shit when we fight in the ring.
I mean, I'm looking at the champions in the ring, or the top 5 right now on Ring. And we have Michaela Mayer as a ring champion. You have Delphine Persoon, Alicia Baumgartner. As we know, Mayer versus Baumgartner is going to be happening. Choi, who has the belt, Hamadouche, and Jennifer Hun. So you're looking at those girls that you want to be fighting. You want to be in the top 5. You want to be the champion.
I want to take the winner of Mayer and Baumgartner. That is my goal. And for that reason, when I win the world title silver, I hope that give me the mandatory to go to challenge the winner.
I was just going to ask,
is my goal.
Will that place? Who are you fighting for the silver?
I cannot tell more details. I can tell you we have 2 opponents because they have proved the WBC. It's not about me or the promoter. Must be approved for the female commit from the WBC. The WBC, they have give us 4 opponents. I'm okay with all that 4, but you can understand if someone is for Colombia, for example, I tell you, is one opponent, is the visa, that stuff. For that reason, that is not my job. I train every day and just I wait a name. For me, it's not big difference. The only difference is just you follow a little different tactic, depends the name of the opponent. But for me, I be ready, I train hard for anyone.
Well, I'm looking at your name. You have Pink Tyson, so obviously you like the color pink, and then you named yourself after Mike Tyson. Why Mike Tyson?
Look, my first manager when I was in Germany and Sauerland promotion, my manager, when I go there to check me if I am okay to get me in the team, I was wearing pink, and the way I fight in the sparring, he told me you are Pink Tyson for sure. That happened 2013. Because it's my style, of course I respect many boxers like Roberto Duran, like Camacho, like Wrangler, but for sure I'm not the boxer bling, 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 5 points or something wow technical. I don't have the super wow technique. I don't have the super wow defense, but I have the super wow, to go forward and just to attack the opponents, if it's the right word.
So we were introducing fans to you, and we had to pick one fight that you felt best showcased what you do in the ring. What would you say of the fights that what is the best fight that you've been in that showcased your skills? that could give people a good impression of who you are?
You mean in the future if I have to choose an opponent?
No, people you fought already, who you defeated.
Okay. My last fight, when I fight in Santo Antonio, 26 February, I fight with Simona Silva, was from Brazilian, much more experienced than me, and she was super tough. And I love that kind of opponents, to go forward, to come forward, and we give our word. I don't like the rabbits opponents. Forgive me for that nickname. I mean the rabbits, just to jump and go around the ring. Of course, any boxer must do the right tactic to bring him the win, the W. Just, I don't like that kind of fighters, the rabbit style. I like the warriors, as is my style. And my last opponent has for sure that style. And I give my huge credit.
I remember the last time I actually saw you. I mean, I've heard of you, and then I actually watched you on the Top Rank card when you were sadly defeated by Carla Torres in a majority loss. And I thought that, it was interesting because your style is so fan friendly, and also because your persona, your name, the colors. What do you want fans to know about you so they can really, because a lot of fans still are on the cusp of women's boxing. It's because they don't have knockouts. They're not fun fighters. They're women. So what, as a female boxer, what would you tell your fans or future fans or boxing fans, like why they need to tune into you and why they should be tuning into women's boxing, especially now since it's exploding?
Do you know, first in women's boxing, we need more characters, more personalities. It's a little boring. Of course, I don't like to disrespect women. We have brilliant fighters, but as a personality, it's boring. And unfortunately, we like or no, the money comes from the pay-per-views. It's not about to be so good, the fight between two girls. It's and the thing you do before, understand what I mean? How someone, as you tell before for Golovkin or Canelo, they pay so much money first because they are great fighters, but they have very unique personality both. Someone it's too calm, Golovkin, the other is a little more crazy, and that makes it interesting. It's not always the fight, the night of the fight. It's the previous, it's like the training camp. To have the best performance in the fight, you need to do in the training camp, you know what I mean, to do the best to sell the pay-per-views. For example, I see very good boys or girls, they do wow sparring. Why someone to pay to see women in the fight can see that in the gym, you know what I mean? Need something more. It's not about the more minutes or the more knockouts. I believe a lot in the characters. And all the biggest legends, you see Tyson or Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury, Roy Jones, anyone, Camacho, many others, Boom Boom, they have great personalities.
She's right.
I know. Yeah, I appreciate how you say that.
No one's ever mentioned that.
Yeah, it's right because I think of, as you say that, I think about when Floyd and Manny Pacquiao fought. Both big personalities, and look at what the fight looked like.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter at that point because everybody paid their money already.
They got their
Exactly. They think it's about we have a woman, the great. I know some great women fighters, but they are so boring. Why I give $100 to go to see them when I can, to see the TV or the highlights in Twitter or on Instagram? You need something more to build the fight. Some girls, they try to do good job. Like the girls, for example, now you tell before in my division, it's okay, I mean, of course they have. Yes.
No. Go ahead. Because I didn't want.
Of course, it's very important, and that they don't understand the more people the promotion to cover your back, because look now, for example, I'm professional fighter for 2014. I have Team Salad, everything good, blah blah blah. But when I fight top rank, or they open their eyes, you know what I mean. Unfortunately, hopefully, a big promotion can make you more wow. I mean, all they tell Katie Taylor changed the game. No, it's not. It's wrong. Because look, I fully respect Katie Taylor. She's Olympic medal. She's world champion, blah, blah. But she has Eddie Hearn to keep her busy, to do the title list. You know what I mean? If Katie Taylor, she was in America, for example, like, or in England when I was before, and we must sell tickets to pay the opponent, to pay the promoter. Uh, it's not about Katie Taylor. Eddie Hearn do the great job. Of course, I tell you again, I don't want to be disrespectful. She's a great fighter. But yes, Katie Taylor without promotion, like Matchroom. Or Michaela Mayer, again, she's a great fighter, but yes, without top rank back of her. I know great girls, great, not just good, great fighters, but because they don't have a promotion to cover their back, they don't take the credibility, if is the right word. Forgive me for my English if I do mistake. It's not my first language. I know many fighters because they don't have a big promoter to cover their back. They don't take the right credibility, because I know many girls like Taylor, like Sandel Cameron, like many others, good of course, but because Eddie Hearn has the money to buy a vacant title, they can put to give them the world title shot, And I know some of the girls, plus and myself, for example, they tell me to fight Alicia Buckmarner, 16 April, and they give me 10 days notice. With Michaela Mayer, the day to fight Jennifer Hahn, Saturday, 9 April, if I remember, they told me on Monday, 6 days before, to take the fight.
Wow. We don't know this. Yeah, so
we talk about a lot of money. If I tell you numbers, you tell, and you tell no. I tell yes, of course I tell no. Not because I'm a rich. I was fucking needed the money. But more, I respect myself because I sweat every day, and I don't want to use me like a prostitute, if it's the right word, like to give me some money to go, how we call that girls when someone pays us to do a sex. I don't want just to pay me to do a fight, to do the girls more queens. Give me time, 2 months, and after we will see what's going on, because it's not nice,
Is it?
She fight Alicia Buckmann, for example, when I tell no, 16 April, with opponent 10 days notice. Of course, she's not her mistake. The opponent, she come 133 for WBC. And the WBC tell the opponent, if she win, cannot be a champion because was overweight. And, and after all the shock, for example, why kill one woman, die, why mismatch, why is this, why that? But they don't understand, because it's a lot of money. Many girls, because they are poor, for Argentina, for Colombia, for this, for that, they take the fight the last minute. Hopefully they are tough. But it's very unusual, if it's the right word, to upset the champion. And the promoters, they keep the girls, keep, they build. For that reason, it's boring. Because the men boxing, you are number 4, for example, you go with a 1. But if you see with a girl, how happened Alicia Buckmann now, she's number 2 or 1, to fight an Argentina girl, the number 20, for example, or Michaela Mayer, to fight Jennifer Hahn for the title, when Jennifer Hahn, she come from lost from Katie Taylor 135. In the men, cannot happen that to fight for world title, championship, and your last fight was 135, and after a loss, understand what I mean?
So what
happened?
So what do you
think? How happened? Sorry,
but so what do you think that does for the sport? Because we want women's boxing to grow. And when we had Alicia on here recently, she spoke of that before too, being offered fights 10 days, not being able to have a full camper perform. And you want the sport to be competitive and grow, but they keep telling people, 10 days before take the fight, 7 days before take the fight. What do you think is the goal? Do they really want to grow women's boxing? What do you think is going on?
1 minute. By the way, you told now about Alicia. Yes, before they take her 10 days notes, blah, blah. But her last opponent, for example, that she doesn't beat Alicia, she accepts to do to one other girl. Understand what I mean? If you are a champion, of course I tell you, I don't blame her because it's a big system bug. But if Alicia was a champion, to tell to Eddie Henry, I'm the champion. I want to challenge myself with the best. I want to find me a girl 2 months to give her the good training camp to come to challenge me. How you call champion of the world and you be the best if you don't challenge the best? Or the people you challenge, they have 10 days notice or they come overweight. Come on now, After they tell, it's the 3 minutes. No, it's not the 3 minutes. The more bigger mistake is the mismatch makers. You see, for example, I am now 15 and 3. If someone come to tell me my last promoter that in Texas, they bring me one girl, 3-5 something. I tell no way to fight tomato can. Okay, in the beginning, okay, in the boxing all we fight tomato cans because the managers they want that, But you cannot call, for example, now Pink Tyson, I win the WBC, the national. I dominated for the 5 best knockouts of the year. And now to see me with the opponent 3 or 5, for me it's embarrassment, How you be the best in the champion. But again, it's not about Mayer or Alicia, their fault. But look now, Michaela Mayer fights Jennifer Hahn. Very good opponent, but she come from loss of 135.
Yeah.
Why she deserve to take the title shot after a loss? And when she last fight was 135. And when they are outside, so many girls ready to 130, and they come after a win, for example.
I mean, these are very valid questions because we always think the same thing. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors when these matches are being made, why people are stepping up. And I can maybe understand that if some fighters are not available in your division or they haven't been in the gym. So like hypothetically when you say, or for example, when you say they offer it 10 days out and, someone hasn't even been in the gym for obviously months, they're not going to be able to be ready in 10 months or in 10 days.
It's not only this. For example, me, I talk for myself, I was super fit every day in the training. But it's disrespect for me, for my pride, for my dignity as Spartan, as a Kalia, forget the Pink Tyson. Someone to give me some 40 or 50,000 and give me 6 days notice, fuck off. Yes, I need that money, but it's disrespect. And hopefully, I'm not a rich, but I'm not in the homeless, and I have the guts to tell no, because we need more no in the women's boxing sport.
That's good.
To change the game. But when they bring other girls for Colombia, for Argentina, they tell yes to take the money.
Yeah.
They don't care if it's 2, 3. But if you see 3 girls, they die because was wrong. Mismatch.
You're right.
You're right.
Last minute.
This is not spoken about enough.
You're very gutsy to even say that because we never even think about this because we're not, we don't know all the ins and outs because we're not fighters. We just know what's reported. But you're absolutely right. And no one speaks up about that enough because they know people are desperate for money.
Especially like the women, that girl Alejandra, I think her name, the
one that just got out of the coma.
Just got out of the coma. I don't know her story. We don't know her story. Was she offered the fight X amount of days? We don't know. So those are like the backstories we really have to actually dig into, honestly, because that's something very, very important for people to understand that, like, when they say, oh my God, this is a mismatch of why is she fighting this person or a guy fighting this.
Yes.
But now,
that girl to be in the coma.
Yeah.
Why they take the title shot opportunity? Why? With what? Was super wow record? Was active? I mean, you cannot fight title shot and you have 10 days or 6 days because you're struggling to cut the weight. Yeah. Already it's a huge problem, the weight cut. And also, how someone would do title shot when it's inactive, for example, 2 years?
It's an ongoing issue that we're gonna, Jeandra, we're gonna have to like really. This could be like a whole topic and discussion to be talking about with women and men and the matchmakers and promoters that we interview because this is a
For that
very
reason, it's boring the women's boxing because do you see ever Canelo to challenge or defend his titles with tomato cans or people inactive two
Yildred.
years or yeah or 6 days notice cannot happen in a
Well,
man.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
but
No one's
Always is dirty. Always is dirty. Unfortunately, I love that I do, but it's a dirty sport. Unfortunately, the people they listen me, they tell how happen. I love that I do, and I'm romantic with that I do, but I cannot tell it's everything about money and politics. It's a dirty sport because it's a bets, it's a money, it's many other stuff people they cannot see. But I cannot listen humans. Give us 3 minutes more knockouts. No, no, lady. Challenge the best vs the best.
You are
She
right.
is right.
You are really talking about it
you
because you're right.
are.
No one's going to challenge Canelo, Charlo, Joshua, Fury on 6 days
Exactly.
notice. Now, if someone gets hurt or they have COVID,
Exactly.
that's not
yes.
going to happen.
Unless they're like really hard up for money and everyone believes that they can dethrone the king. Everyone believes they are the best in boxing in their division. So, and I understand.
Even those mismatches have more time in between them.
Yeah, and I understand.
Yes, exactly. But again, it's not huge mismatch in the men in this level.
Right.
I don't tell you in the beginning.
Wow, this is like a whole other topic that we really have to like go into because this is every female or
Yes.
everyone that we've ever talked to, we've never talked about this. It's always about 3-minute rounds.
Exactly.
Yes,
12
because
rounds.
I'm boring to listen 3 minutes. Okay, it's good the 3 minutes, but this is not the more important thing for that woman says. But do you know that now the girl to be in the coma, maybe because will be a scandal, maybe the promoters, they thinking better,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes you must lost in life things.
Yeah.
You understand the value, understand what I mean? Now maybe make the promoters or the people in the federations or that to think more about the match. How they tell to pick Tyson, for example, 6 days or 10 days. And I struggling because I want to, and I told you I was super fit. But
You're always working.
Yes, exactly. For my morals is disrespect. And we must start telling no,
Yeah. Wow, this is like so enlightening to hear.
I love that we had you today because the fighters that the female fighters that we've had on are fighters who have challenged at the highest level, so they haven't had to be subjected to the short notice.
Yeah.
Except for Alicia, but everybody else, they had enough time to prepare. And this is a very fascinating discussion. So I'm glad that you brought this forth. And
That whole segment was talk your shit.
exactly. I mean, so your next fight, you have names that you stay active and you're in the gym. But so if they bring you an opponent that they decide upon, do the people on your short list, do they know that they're being considered for a fight against you? And if they are given the opportunity on short notice, will you say no on their behalf? Because
I'm not ridiculous. I'm not a ridiculous fighter. I love that I do. That I respect boxing and I respect anyone jumping in the ring. Me, as a Kalia, I cannot accept or agree the promoter or the manager give 10 days to the opponent. No, I don't accept that. Just I tell you right now, we have already 3-4 opponents for female commit by WBC. Cannot choose me, cannot choose my manager, cannot choose the promoter because it's world title is silver, must choose the WBC and approve. And already they work of 3 opponents. Already, for example, they can fight for Argentina, one in Colombia. They have agreed to manage that other stuff, but it's about the visa, and now with the COVID, all that stuff is more difficult, the visa issues.
Okay. Well, I wish we had so much more time to talk with you because this was really, really an interesting topic because we've never talked about this. It's never been shed upon that
because
either.
they fit Cynthia, they fit that the champions. Unfortunately, I tell you, Why someone champion to talk that about you? It's not good for his image because it's like to tell the champion, my opponent take 10 notice of Alicia and was 133. Why she tell that? She will look bad. She will look bad. Her promoter. Why to do that?
I guess maybe,
Why?
for some fighters, and I can't speak for them, but I'm assuming that just to be great, like if you may never get this opportunity to fight a champion, even though your day's out. But they always say you should always stay ready in the gym. But every case is very different.
Of course, you must be ready, but it's different case. For example, the challenger has injury or sick, and bam, call you, and it's different to be by purpose, if it's the right word.
Yeah.
For example, if I fight Mayer and for any reason I injury 10 days before and I call Cynthia, it's okay, understandably. Understand what I mean? But if they do all the time, it's a system that, for example, Matchroom do very good job and at the same time do shit job in women's boxing. I tell you why. Because of course Matchroom believe in women's boxing and they grown up the sport, but at the same time with the last notice is a set. And he doesn't do only to one, he do to all the girls. That means is their tactic. Understand what I mean or no?
Well.
For that reason, for example, Top Rank about Mayer, for example, because they have only one girl, or me when I fight, I have 2 months notice and my opponent, Carla Torres.
Kalia, we could go
maybe
on.
Maybe Top Rank don't like the women as that tell Bob Arum, for example. But the least, Bob Arum, when he tells that about it, but the least, he was very honest. Of course, I disagree, but he tells his opinion. We like or not was his real opinion. But as a professionalist, as a promoter, when he put girls, has 2 months before that. Mayer always he has opponent 2 months before.
Yeah.
And again, opposite, he loves the woman, talk very well for the women's boxing, but without short notice. Understand what I mean? Maybe Bob Arum, I don't like what he tells, but his actions looks more respectful.
Oh, interesting. I like
that perspective.
And then he support women's boxing, give opportunities. And when I see him, I tell thank you for that. But at the same time, destroy with a mismatch nature or the tactic. Of course, I understand him because he invests. He has 5 girls, okay? For example, Harper or this or that, 5 girls. It's normal, has invest money for the vacant belts, for this, for that, to build them. It's normal. He doesn't want his girl to lose because he lost in his money.
Well, he did lose with Jamie Mitchell and Alicia Baumgardner. They brought those belts back home to the U.S. So
yes, he lost, and after she changed division, the other disappeared for a while.
Harper or Courtney?
Harper for Harper. She
went up.
Division. But me never, for example, I tell you, I don't like to talk disrespect, but I cannot be fake. For example, Harper was not class world champion, but she do the last mismatch, and when she fights someone real good like Alicia, bye-bye, goodbye.
And she did go bye-bye for sure.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Kalia, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to wrap. But you know what? You gotta come in when you're back here in Vegas because you are.
Thank you for the invitation.
Are so fun to talk to, and it's just enlightening.
I like your perspective.
Right? It's a very different perspective from everyone we've spoken to, and we respect everyone's voice. And for you to come out and say this, and you know what? That's why we give you the platform to speak your mind because. You are a fighter as well.
Exactly.
You put your life on the line.
But when we close the video, and after you will think that I tell you, it's about loyalty. Thinking that how you do, we do boxing, we don't do ballet, or we go in the party just we do a dancing. It's a very dangerous sport.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
For that reason, you cannot do a dangerous sport with a last notice, last weight cuts, last this. It's not normal.
Yep. Well, Kalia, we're gonna have to end this end this interview with a pressing question, real fast. Since these ladies are in your division, and hopefully you will one day get to fight them for their belts, whoever wins, who do you have, Michaela Mayer or Alicia Baumgardner?
I don't know. I don't like to do prescriptions. Do you know? Don't call me cocky. Don't call me disrespect. But you cannot tell about your division girl something more because you must believe in yourself. I believe I'm better.
Of course.
Someone maybe for that reason I don't like to talk about other winners. The only winner I want when I July I raise my hands. Only that I don't give a fuck who will win. Just I want to take anyone win to do the title for a disputed. That's it. I don't care.
Okay, well then
I respect the both. Both are very good, but I don't care.
Okay, forget about the women
time
then.
To talk for them.
I know you want to talk about who will win, Canelo or Gennady in the trilogy.
Draw.
Good Oh my god. That was funny.
But I want to disagree with you something about before. It's not about age sometimes, especially in the boxing sport. We must break that stereotypes because Golovkin, he doesn't do the wow performance in his last fight. That not means about age.
Yeah.
One bad performance is you can be 20, you can be 15, you can be 40.
True.
And also he has different motivation, Golovkin, because they cheat him once, the least, has different motivation to prove who is the best.
Yeah. And I think also knowing that Canelo is coming off a loss against Bivol and Gennady, they have this grudge match. I mean,
they have great motivation.
They both have motivation to shut each other up. Even like when Canelo says, "I have something to settle," and Gennady's saying, "There's nothing to be settled." Like, so I think this is really, they truly don't like each other, and that's what we love. That is what we love to see in the ring. Who's going to be drama, big drama.
Yes. For that reason, we are boxing fans. We like the drama,
Love it.
Well, Kalia, thank you so much, and we can't wait to hear when we see you in the ring, who you're going to be fighting for the WBC silver super featherweight title, and then hopefully you get in the division where you're going to box and fight for someone for those titles. But keep going out. You do your thing, girl.
Exactly. Keep being you.
Yeah, we respect.
Do you know the biggest upsets in boxing? They happen for the underdogs.
Yes, absolutely. We love the underdogs.
For that reason, I love to be the underdog. I love it because after they shut up the mouths and you feel better, something you do, I prefer be all against to me.
Yeah.
Because I want to do the upset.
Okay.
For that reason, let the girls do the job. Both girls are very good, but it's okay. We will see after when they challenge Pink Tyson.
All right. Well, Pink Tyson, she is here to stay. She has said her word. Thank you again for taking the time for us out in Miami. Enjoy. Well, I'm not going to say enjoy Miami because I know you are in training camp right now.
Only before we close. Sorry. You see, that is third of the Warriors gym. It's a private gym in Miami. As Tyson Fury, Sugar Hill, you told before, and many other top fighters in the gym. And I'm very grateful for the coach Timur Ibrahim. I don't know the name, is from Uzbekistan. And they do perfect job. But I'm very glad for this fight, and I hope for the next fights I'll be with him.
Oh, very good. Well, good luck to you. And also, we're going to put this out there. The next time you come to Greece or go to Greece, Jeandra and I are going. We're coming to Greece, and you could be our tour guide.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Both of you are very lovely. Continue the good job.
Thank you.
It's not accidental to be the best women's boxing.
Woo!
Now I understand.
We love Pink Tyson.
Yes, exactly.
Personal favorite.
I know. All right. Well, thank you again. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.
Wow.
I am mind blown. Mind blown.
The stuff she was saying are things that either fighters won't talk about, they can't talk about, or they just don't talk about, which I can understand, but she was speaking facts.
She was, and it gives us a lot of great talking points when we have our future guests who are on the show to ask them about this, about the shortness of arranging fights and what it does for their ultimate legacy. Yep. They get these titles of cherry pickers when sometimes it's not in their control to select opponents. So lots of food for thought when you start calling for 3-minute rounds. Go back and watch this interview.
God, I mean, she was name dropping.
She was giving the business.
She was. I was like, balloons. Oh, our faces were like, the whole segment was wrong. Talk yo shit. That was it from the 15-minute mark on. That was, I'm just going to put talk your shit the entire time scrolling and edit and post.
Exactly.
But Jeandra, wow, this was a really eye-opener for us to listen. And you know, she spoke her piece. And you know what? This is something that we as boxing fans and we as people that study the fight or watch it, or now when you think about like, why did they pick so-and-so for so-and-so? Really think about, okay, well, it might be going back to so many other factors. But wow, great.
Yeah,
great
I thought
show.
That was really provocative. And shout out to her for saying Bob Arum is honest about not caring about women's boxing, but he does a proper promotion, gives them ample time to prepare versus Eddie, who loves women boxing, but he's signing women to do fights on 6 days' notice.
Yeah, and this is not our word. This is based on hers, based on the fights that she has been offered. So we are just reiterating what she said.
The messenger.
So yeah, if you guys missed this episode, just, you know, go back and scrub into the full chunk of it, of the 45 minutes of this episode.
That was awesome.
That was great. You know what, and shout out to her to be wearing her Hello Kitty, the pink. We love it. She's my spirit animal. You know what? I'm going to put a Hello Kitty. Girl, you don't even understand. I wear Hello Kitty slippers, Hello Kitty pajamas. I'm just one of those girls.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty. Okay, well, we're wrapping up another episode of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. Make sure you guys tune in to all of our episodes on YouTube. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube. Once we hit that 1,000, we are having a dance party.
And we're going to get drunk.
Jeandra's words.
Yes.
Okay, adult
Alcohol
beverages.
Sponsors, tune in.
Oh yeah, we need it. Wine, vodka, preferably.
And not no damn White Claws and no bullshit.
No,
like
we don't
that.
drink it out. We don't drink out of the cans. We drink out of the red cups. Or you know what? LaCroix, however you guys say it. Pamplemousse. Yes. I'd like a sponsor because I'm always constantly drinking your drink.
I just want some cash.
Yeah.
Send us
Make
some
it
cash.
rain.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeandra, again, we're going to wrap this show.
Yes.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all of our socials.
Everything.
And our Spotify, because we also are actually a podcast. So.
Eargasms.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm Cynthia Conte and my beautiful co-host.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf.
See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.